In the final winter of World War II, something strange was happening in the skies over Germany. People in villages looked up and saw a strange flying shape, dark, wide, and mysterious. It didn't look like a bomber or any fighter plane. Soldiers on the ground watched it disappear into the clouds like a shadow. No one could explain it. They said it moved too smoothly, too silently. Allied pilots reported seeing the same thing. Some called it a ghost plane. Others said it didn't fly. It glided. It had no tail, no visible cockpit, and made no sound. Radar operators saw blips that vanished seconds later. One even called it an unidentified flying object. At the time, no one knew if it was real, but soon, rumors began. Something new was in the sky, and it wasn't supposed to exist. What the world didn't know was that deep inside Germany, two brothers were building something that looked like it, came from the future. Their names were Reimar and Walter Horten. For years, they had dreamed of a plane that had no body, just a wing that could fly fast, high, and stay hidden. When the war gave them a chance, they built it in secret. Far away from the public eye, the brothers worked inside a quiet hangar in a forest near Gotha. Their design was called the Ho 229. The Ho 229 didn't look like a normal plane. It had no tail. Its body was wide like a bird with stretched wings. This design is called a flying wing. It helped the plane move smoothly through the air and made it harder for radar to detect. The body was built from wood mixed with charcoal dust. This mix was meant to absorb radar signals, making the plane almost invisible. It wasn't built like the fighters and bombers of its time. It was made to test new ideas that would later shape modern stealth aircraft. It didn't look like a machine built for 1945. It looked like something from another time. Only a few people ever saw. Fewer still believed it would fly. But in February 1945, one test pilot was sent up into the sky. The Ho 229 lifted off, flying straight and quiet above the trees. Onlookers stared in disbelief. The pilot made a short turn. Then something went wrong. Smoke burst from the wing. The aircraft dipped and crashed into the ground. The pilot was killed. The wreckage was all that remained. But the project wasn't over. A second version of the plane was hidden nearby, not yet finished. As Allied tanks moved closer, German engineers tried to destroy all evidence. They were too late. American soldiers found the remains, curved wing pieces, strange blueprints, a wooden shell shaped like nothing they'd ever seen. They didn't know what it was, but they knew it was important. The Americans packed the parts and sent them to the United States. Some German engineers were taken too, brought across the ocean in secret. Under Operation Paperclip, Nazi scientists helped build new weapons for the US government. The Horten brothers disappeared from public view. But their idea, the flying wing, didn't die. Years later, engineers at Northrop Grumman studied the original plans. In 2008, they even built a replica to test its stealth. The results were shocking. The Ho 229 really did reduce radar detection. What the Horten brothers tried to build had actually worked. It was a glimpse of a future warplane, almost arrived too soon. Today, the only Horten Ho 229 left is locked away in a museum. Half-finished, dusty, and quiet. But it still looks strange to advance for its time. People stand in front of it and stare. Some say it still feels alive, like a secret no one was meant to find. A machine that came too close to changing the war, maybe the world. Because if that first flight had lasted just 5 more minutes, who knows what history would look like now.